and welcome to another Dave Does video, and today we're checking out some unsigned bands in the metal scene, and today we're checking out the band Nocturne Wulf. They're from Glasgow, Scotland. That was the worst accent I've ever done. So apologies for that. We're going to check out a song which is going to be having a video released on the 11th of July. So the song we're checking out is Silverhand. I know nothing really about the band, but I'm always glad to go and check out some unsigned bands or new bands on the scene and see what they're all about, and see what they're going to bring to the table. Are they the next big thing? But let's go find out. Now, if you like the video, please do subscribe, click the bell icon, like, share, leave the comments down below, get involved with the challenges. We've got the originals versus covers and the greatest song ever challenges. We also have, if you want to support the channel, you can do so via the Patreon, the priority video request, the Writing Inside Craft Shop, and Bandcamp for the band Nothing Gained. If you want to get involved with it, we've also got a guitar challenge or guitar raffle going on at the moment. You'll see the details coming up above me. It's £5 and it gives you a chance to win your own custom built electric guitar. So only a £5, well worth getting involved. So please do get your raffle ticket in the description. All the descriptions got loads of different links to take you through to all the different bits and bobs on the channel. We'll score this reaction. So I don't normally, with the unsigned bands, I don't always score them, but I'm going to be scoring this one. So we score it out of a couple of different things. We do lyrics, melody, hook, and overall appeal. And scores will be done at the end of the video. And it's based on the concept of, if you ask 100 people, and this is across all genres of music, 100 people, what if they liked or didn't like the lyrics, liked or didn't like the melody, how many do I personally think would say yes, they liked? So any score over 50 is generally a good score. So let's do this. This is Nocturne Wulf. We've got no video for this one because I haven't got that yet. So we've got the track. But let's go listen to this one. Nocturne Wulf and Silverhand. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, liking it. Coming in hard, fast, heavy.
Undead and demons roam across this cursed home. Talons and claws are ripped.
Going for 80s thrash style.
People run from the horde. Diabolical creatures roar. Death is everywhere. The fiends will slash and tear. And now a champion will rise as all hope dies, ensuring the demons eternal. Knights of the Silver Hand. 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 Knights of the Silver
Okay, so that was Silverhand by Nocturne Wulf. Wulf? I don't know. There we go. Wulf. We've got Nocturne Wulf. Cool. So yeah, nice track. Liked it. There were certain bits that you can tell it's not as polished as sort of more established bands, signed bands, etc. But for if it's an unsigned band, I use probably a bit of self-financing, doing their own thing. It's a good production value for that. Having known how much money you can spend in a studio, it's ridiculous. If they're doing it themselves, even it's amazing. But I'd say, right, so breaking it down. So there's a couple of things I put out there. So it's you've got the classic kind of thrashy, dan 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 dan. The only thing I found with that one is when the drums are just going bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba, there's little bits of pausing for the drums. The drums naturally leave a little bit of an air break, and when the guitars try to stay really soddily, it feels they fight with the drums a little bit. So I just found on the first, specifically when you first come into it, when it first kind of gets into that kind of riffing, I felt there was a little bit of pulling on the tempo. The drums were kind of keeping it, the guitars were trying to force it a little bit, rather than kind of leaving a little. So sometimes it's easier, like, dan 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 dan, getting it more locked with the actual drums. But that was the only thing from a musical point of view. Apart from that, very, very cool. Really liked it. Theatrical voice, so he's going very kind of powerful theatrical styling. It's got a really good voice. Initially, my first thought was, when I first got to that first change at the end of the first verse, was there's a little bit of wavering in the voice. I can't talk, I can't sing for crap, but from that point you can hear there's a little bit of wavering in the voice, which kind of makes you go, ooh. However, when you listen to it continuously through the song, as the song goes on, although you can still hear it, I started thinking about, well, if you think about more produced bands or bands that have more time in the studio, what they tend to do around that is they'll then put a lot more kind of harmonization, they'll bring certain bits down in the mix, and then that way it fills out that bit where you've got that little bit of a waver. It kind of just kind of gives you that more feel. So when you're doing a single track, or even if most it was double tracking maybe, it didn't really sound double tracked, it sounded like it was a single track vocal line. You're trying to cover and build that big full sound out with a single track, so that's where you can get a little bit of wavering, and it really exposes your vocals. But other than that, very cool. Nice layering of the overall track. I thought the mix was pretty good. Actually, the mix is very good for an unsigned band. There is obviously elements you'd add if you were a signed band and had more time in the studio. If you were a Nightwish, yes, you would put a lot more time into the studio and production levels, and you'd probably have more of an idea of what you're doing, so you spend less time in the studio because you know what your production time is. But when you're on a time limit of doing a studio, and if you only got a few days in the studio, then you've got to kind of do the best you can with that. Solo, first thing I wrote down here was very Kurt Hammett-y, so you could hear as soon as those wah pedals came in, it was kind of classic Kurt Hammett. Probably more technical than Kurt Hammett would be in certain elements, and I really liked coming out of the solo, giving a much more epic piece. Start getting me a bit of my Nightwish vibe going on through that one. Then moved into a bit of an Iron Maiden-y kind of feel, so you could hear all the influences of the band. We kind of had a bit Nightwish, Metallica, Iron Maiden, Glory Hammer, Sabaton. You can kind of hear there's the power metal, thrash metal combinations in there, which worked really, really well. But overall, good track, really enjoyed it. I'll throw the scores up on the screen if I've not already done so. And let me know what you think of the band in the comments down below. Their official video, I believe, will be out on the 11th of July. So go check that one out and give them all the support you can, because unsigned bands or new bands on the scene need all the love and support we can possibly give them. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, please do subscribe, click the bell icon, like, share, leave the comments down below. And that, of course, is how Dave does it.